guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have got this week's content. This week's update is here. We have a new Dragon Ball story. Now, I was thinking about it. This is a good Dragon Ball story sort of event for them to release, right? Because there's a lot of stuff we can get from this. So, kind of a shame that we haven't done Dragon Ball Super, hasn't gotten one yet, because I'd love to see what sort of like the artwork looks like, but whatever. Alright, so this is going to be the first two Broly movies, have been turned, of course, into a Dragon Ball story. Right, here we go. So, there's a bunch of stuff now. Like, if you're like a new player or something like that, there's a lot to get here, right? You have, what, 3 free-to-play units. There's several summonable units that use these medals. There's also the Krillin support memory, and then there's the new Gohan support memory, or Gohan and Krillin support memory that we'll get from missions. And I believe they don't do a good job, I think, of updating the older events, like, you know, with like the newer characters that come out, like LRs that still use the medals. We'll see. So these are the 3 free-to-play characters. Trunks and Goten just got a new Dokkan Awakening. They now Dokkan Awaken into TURs, which is good. There's the Krillin support memory right there. Here's the new Gohan support memory. We can actually go ahead and take a look at the missions here. I built a team to go ahead and take that down. I believe Hybrid Saiyan is the increased drop rate for this event, by the way. Okay, so there's a mission for completing Krillin's support memory using Krillin's support memory. Here's one for we have to beat stage 1 with a Hybrid Saiyan character. We have to beat stage 2 with a character with Saiyan Warrior Race as a link. Stage 3, we have to beat it with 4 Super Saiyan characters, category characters. Stage 4, we have to beat with a movie hero character. Stage 5, we have to beat with an Ally of Justice category character. Stage 6, we need at least 2 youth category characters. Now, stage 7, this is with the link skill Burning Fight. The link that they're referring to is Blazing Battle. This is the Broly Dokkan event link, right? Remember, you know, back when the game was first doing Dokkan events, characters would have links to help in these events, right? Blazing Battle, what's the Boo one? It's Supreme Power, and then Soul versus Souls for the Cell Dokkan event, right? So there's that. And then stage 8, we need to do with 3 or more characters belonging to the Kamehameha category. So, 8 stages. We got a few stages here, right? There, of course, is a support item you can grind there. Here's the free-to-play characters, including the new Awakenings for Trunks and Goten. Oh, they just use the old-ass medals. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, the medals that I have 5 million billion of. Here's these guys. It is Hybrid Saiyans that give the increased drop rates. I swear, let me just double-check in the background. I swear that there's LRs that use some of these medals too, right? I'm just curious. So again, Hybrid Saiyans, but we're just gonna go through like this to complete all the missions for our first run. Now, I believe one thing that does disappoint me greatly here, right? Again, this disappoints me really quite a bit. When they do the... Oh, I like the artwork they use for Goku. Not Goku in his suit, though, from when he's at the interview for Gohan's school with Chi-Chi, huh? That's sad. But... Damn, what was I gonna say? I don't think there's too many cutscenes in here. Oh, that base Gohan doesn't have a card. Okay, cool. But there's not really too many cutscenes in here. I think one thing that's really cool with these Dragon Ball stories, right, is how they're dropping these events and then they have these sort of like, you know, cutscenes of like super attacks or transformations or something like that. I think they only have one in here, which is Broly's transformation. Which, you know, that's kind of a bummer, right? Like, I don't know. Like, it's like, I'm sure, you know, they're, like, when they start doing, like, the Boo Saga ones, right? Like, there's going to be, we're going to have infinite characters who can do it. And, like, you know, we're going to have, you know, SCR Vegito transforming and Buhan absorbing Gohan, right? All these really good-looking animations. But it's still kind of a bummer, right? Like, I don't know. Because... what I guess they could in Broly they could do his active skill. See, you know what sucks? I feel like Super Saiyan Goku that finishes Broly off, that was one of the first characters that dropped in Dragon Ball Legends, right? But I could see that whatchamacallit? I could see that Super Saiyan Goku being some sort of LR at some point in the future. I know people would be like, oh my god, I would love if the Worldwide Download Celebration next year is based around the 2 Broly movies. I think that would be so fire. And 3 years in a row, dude, we would have we would have Super Saiyan Goku as an LR. I don't care. I think it's a fantastic idea. 3 years in a row, Super Saiyan Goku as the LR, right? It would work because they could do multiple LRs for Broly, right? I mean, they could even potentially do like the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. You know, they have options with that, right? Like, there's still, you would think that, oh man, Dokkan hitting their 8th year, like, you know, they're out of stuff. Like, no, not really. There's still so much to go. And then apparently we've got the impending anime announcement. Apparently, right? I mean, we've only heard this for 500 years that the anime's coming back. Well, eventually the anime's coming back for real, though. And I will be ready. I will be waiting for this. And so will Dokkan. Dokkan will be ready to go once the anime does return. But this Paragus right here, Paragus really does deserve a card. Paragus doesn't even really have a card, right? All we have from Paragus is, whatchamacallit, we have him, the Paragus from this first Broly movie, he is an SR, and then Paragus from Dragon Ball Super Broly, he's an SSR that Dokkan awakens into the TUR. That's Broly and Paragus, right? That Broly and Paragus unit still pisses me off, by the way, because remember, there's, for some reason, which doesn't make any sense and is really stupid, they are not on movie bosses, which is really dumb. Because that character, what are they? They're a pure Saiyan and a joined forces support type unit, right? Like, that's something that could be pretty valuable. I would love for a pure Saiyan and joined forces support type unit to get an EZA to actually be decent. But is it going to happen? Probably not. But yeah, getting back to my original point, that they don't have really too many cutscenes in here. Honestly, the family Kamehameha, even though it's a Dokkan Fest LR already, I mean, they could just, I could assume that they could do maybe like Gohan as like a Dokkan Fest at some point, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from that second Broly movie. And then perhaps him, you know, having the family Kamehameha could be like an active skill or something like that for him. I think they could do that. Because the animation is not very good for, like the LR Gohan and Goten, their animations overall are just not good, right? Like, compared to other Dokkan Fests, well, I mean, even the 4th anniversary LRs, it's not, their animations are not good either, right? Like, it's like, they're not like the worst ever. It's not like the 2015 generic Kamehamehas, but they're certainly not on par with the good animations these days. So I do feel like they could just drop a new version of the family Kamehameha, right? Like, easily. There's potentially several different routes they could go with it. I think that could have it actually be, like, very interesting. This Broly right here, by the way, is another character who is not really represented in the game at all. This is sort of the controlled Berserk Super Saiyan Broly. Who, you know, he's still being mind-controlled by Paragus. I feel like this guy could be, like, a actual character. So there's 2, I guess, units for him. We have one on the overlay right here. He's the SSR for the Dokkan Fest Imp Broly, and then he's a free-to-play SSR that Dokkan awakens into the physical Super Saiyan 3 Broly as well. So, like, those are kind of the 2 things we've got. All right, here's the physical Dokkan Fest Broly. Okay. I do think that Broly is one of the characters that Dokkan really has spammed a lot. You know, I mean, we have, what, 3 Dokkan Fest Legendary Super Saiyan Brolys. And then, of course, we also have the LR STR Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. And we also have the LR Tech Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. So, Broly has 3 Dokkan Fests and 2 summonable LRs. And I will tell you, my asshole is wide open and ready for another Broly, man. I'm ready. Give us another Broly, please. Let's go. Broly is fire. Broly is hype. I'm sorry. It just doesn't get a lot better than Broly. Broly is sick. So I would love for a new Broly to come into Dokkan. I'm fine with that. Dokkan Fest, LR, whatever you want to do is fine. And then, I mean, obviously, Dragon Ball Super Broly. I actually am completely confused now, because where this character has existed for 4 years, and all he's gotten is like a free-to-play character, a summonable character, and then a Dokkan Fest when the movie dropped 4 years ago, and they've never gone back to him. Dragon Ball Super, like Broly, dude. They've never gone back to him. It just doesn't make sense, right? And it's like, you know, they've done a bunch of Gogetas, duh, right? Of course they're going to drop a bunch of Gogetas. It's actually crazy. We still don't have, okay, so this, of course, is the Goku right here. The assets they're using are from the LR Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, but like this Super Saiyan Goku right here does not have a unit at all. Him kind of doing like that final, I don't know what you want to call it, but I mean, I guess you could call it like a plot punch. That movie is insane because they literally don't even hurt Broly ever in the movie, and then Goku just one-shots him. It is actually the worst ever, the most egregious bullshit ever. They don't touch Broly ever, and then Goku just one-shots him. I love it's so stupid. But like, yeah, that Goku, I think, could be like a Carnival LR or something like that. It would be sick, right? Like the animation of him getting all the energy and stuff like that. I assume his condition could be super annoying, though. There will be the potential for his condition being super annoying. Oh, that does look pretty good. It's a wallpaper, right? But yeah, that exactly right there. I think the chances are good that we could see that potentially as an LR, right? 3 years in a row would totally be fine with me. Now, then we get to the second movie. Again, I mean, they could drop, I guess, more Trunks and Goten cards. The thing about Trunks that I think is extra interesting moving forward is that Int Majin Vegeta is pretty good. He is only as good, though, as Trunks units existing, right? And what I mean is that I think Int Majin Vegeta, with 50% damage reduction, and like, you know, what his defense gets up to, unless we get like an unbelievable power creep, I'm talking like insane, another 7th anniversary type power creep, unless another one of those drops, Majin Vegeta will still be effective next year. Oh, for sure, right? Like, he's still going to be an effective character. He's not just going to be like, oh, sorry, he sucks now. I don't think that's going to happen with Int Majin Vegeta. Compared to a lot of the other Dokkan Fests this year, he's probably going to outage a lot of them, right? However, oh yeah, dude, Broly with the barrier and shit, right? Like, we could get like a Broly with like a nullification and stuff, potentially. Like, it could be interesting. But I think we would see, dude, I saw Broly with the barrier and I just lost my train of thought. It's gone. No. Oh, no. I was talking. Majin Vegeta. Yeah, so, like, if we get, like, a new Trunks from this movie, that would be really good for Majin Vegeta, right? Because Majin Vegeta is going to age well with the way he's built, as long as there's a good Trunks character to activate his damage reduction. That's going to be super, super important. The one thing I want to keep in mind, so I know a lot of these medals from this event, I've got, like, nearly, like, 1,000 plus of these, like, the medals to awaken the family Kamehameha sort of trio, right? Like, I have just infinite of these medals. The Trunks medals, I gotta check. And I did check. Yeah, dude, I hate that. Okay, so LR Gohan and Goten and LR Tech Broly, they both use some of the medals from this event to Dokkan Awaken to LR. It bothers me that they don't have those characters in the event info, right? Like, if we go into the event info, again, the family Kamehameha medals that you get in here, again, they're used for some of these LRs, right? Like, look, right here. You know, this is the Goten medal. You use it, LR Gohan and Goten, and LR Tech Broly. It does bother me a little bit that they don't put that in here, because I feel like, there's going to be new players coming into the game always, right? Like, it's how it's going to work. And especially if, like, a new anime would come out, right? Like, imagine, like some Japanese 17-year-old, high schooler or something like that, watching UI Goku in the anime, and then he's, oh my god, he's in this game. I'll download it and play it and try it out, right? Like, having all that info in these events, I think does matter. So they really should you know, for this event, any character that awakens with those medals, they should highlight that in that like event info. I hate that not all characters that do that are sort of like recognized or pointed out in there. It's just a little pet peeve. I've noticed that with some events, right, that they don't completely have them in there. It's just it's bothersome. It's irksome to me, right? Like I'm not the biggest fan of that. All right, so we go ahead and get rid of this Broly right here. Now we're gonna get, dude, they've done that same effect of like the smoke clearing around Broly like 80 times, man. I swear. I swear. Oh, there was the new art for the Trunks. Yeah, that's the new Trunks that actually just released. I think that the Trunks and Goten, they potentially could be okay. I mean, it's like one thing I really like about this Trunks and Goten they just dropped is that they just dropped the Trunks and Goten that don't immediately EZA, right? So what that means is that they actually have a chance to be decent moving forward because, you know, it's like in a year they could EZA and they're not just going to be completely dead, right? Because it's like they didn't EZA the second they came out. Dokkan, let's pray that Dokkan never does an immediate EZA ever again. That is like one of the worst practices Dokkan has sort of implemented, right? It is immediate EZAs. So it's like the AGL Wrathful Broly, right? Like that's the only Wrath Broly, which is like a different named character. It's kind of like almost like a bit of a form for Broly. They EZA'd that bastard on release. So it's like, you know, after he aged out, he's dead. That's it. You know, GG. He's never going to be good again. Never going to be useful again. But, you know, that's because they chose to EZA him right away. I remember at the time it was very exciting. Like, oh, wow, they're EZAing him right away. But it's like, that was a bad thing. You know, now we could be EZAing him right now. And he could actually be super good. Right? But no. So let's, again, let's pray that they're not going to do any of these stupid clown immediate EZAs again. Because I just don't think that it's not good. Like, they don't need to, like, sort of, like, hamstring themselves like that. Where, oh, you know, the character is just, like, trash. Like you know, we're going to EZA him so fast, and then they age out, and, you know, oh, tough titties, right? Like, I'm not really the biggest fan of that, I would say. Okay, so I believe we have, what, one more stage to go after this? And then after this, we can go into the, whatchamacallit, we'll finish the last fight right here. Oh! There's no audio, no voice acting, though. Yeah, see, that's the only... Wait, is Tech Ultimate Gohan's theme? Oh, it was for a second. I heard that. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, like, that's cool. Like, I enjoy doing these sort of, like, Dragon Ball stories. And they kind of give us those cutscenes like that. But, like, you know, 2 movies and all we got is that. Kind of a bummer. I guess it's, you know, it's one of those things where they spammed those movies so much in Dokkan's early life cycle that they haven't really done a lot of these types of characters. You know, they could have played the support memory. Yeah, they didn't even play the support memory. Oh, come on. They kind of got lazy. Damn, the Dokkan just pissing me off. Right? Like, they played the support memory in the Bojack one, where Goku saves Gohan from Bojack. Like, come on, bruh. Come on. God damn it. Dude, Beast... Listen, when they're doing shit like that pisses me off, Beast Gohan, man, his aura better shine ever even more brilliantly, alright? Like, if we're gonna pull this nonsense, I just need Beast Gohan to be so freaking ridiculous. It's unbelievable, okay? Like if that's it, like, oh yeah, we, you know, didn't do this extra cutscene in there because Beast Gohan's aura is hard to make, sure, whatever. Alright, so here we're on to the final stage. Again, remember, I constructed the team ahead of time going into this, so that we would complete every single mission, just by sort of, like, going through it, right? So we'll get the new support memory. That support memory, I think, is actually fairly decent. We could potentially use that in, like, a red zone stage, I think, too. And it actually wouldn't be absolutely dreadful or terrible. So that's pretty good. Because the Savior category, you know what bad boy is on the Savior category? Good old Yajirobe. Goat Jirobe is one of the big ones, right? So, I think that support memory potentially could be fairly decent. Okay, is that it? Yeah, boom, bye, Broly. Get blasted by the family Kamehameha. The art does look good right there. That Broly certainly does look good right there. What is that Goten from? I don't... Oh, this is actually an asset I don't recognize. Is that maybe from the physical Goten and Trunks or something? I don't know if... I don't recognize that Goten asset right there. I'm gonna have to look in the comments. Let me know if y'all recognize that Goten. Because I do not, right? And then the family Kamehameha blows Broly away. Goodbye. You know what? I have a vivid memory. If you guys were around, I'm sure not a lot were at this point, but the legendary dead period in global Dokkan history, that March, where it was just like the April Fool's Day events and Physical Goku Black. I believe this story event also dropped at the time. 5 million years ago. You know, I think I might actually have a screenshot on my phone. Let me see. I'm just curious here. Because you can see, like, you know, like, pictures on your phone have got dates attached to it. Let me go all the way back and take a look here. I think so. I think that was March of 2017. Alright, so there's that. So we should have everything good to go. Let's see here. So we have all the stages done. Let me go ahead and grab, actually, the mission. Yeah, let me go check the missions. And then we can finish out, with the missions actually completed. Alright, let's see. Let's see if... I want to make sure that we got the support memory, and then we'll finish up. Yeah, I have a screenshot of that cutscene, March 16th of 2017. Of them doing the family Kamehameha. That's crazy. Okay, anyway. Alright, back to it. Okay, so we got all the missions. We got some Gotens there. What is that? Oh, those are missions just for awakening Goten and Trunks? That's what those are? Oh, yeah, I guess we probably could... I could just do that right here. Yeah, let's get all the missions done. Sure. Okay, so we have the support memory, right? Yep, the brand new support memory. Nice, we got that. Okay, let's go to Movie Hero. And let's go ahead and awaken the brats, Goten and Trunks. That's the wrong one. Okay, so here is awakening. Oh, I only have 82 of that Trunks medal. That is no good. I'm going to have to grind up some more of those Trunks medals. I guess I have enough to actually do the awakenings here, but we never know when they might use that for something else, right? So I should get more of those. And then finally, our boy Goten as well. Bam. There we go. So I've got 2 more characters to link level. This Goten and Trunks. Let's go ahead and finish up all the missions. So, all right, there we go. Let me know what you guys think of the new Broly movie, Dragon Ball Story. Again, prepare yourselves, because we're gonna have. I'm certain of it. I'm so sure we're gonna get a Super Saiyan Goku, a 3rd year in a row for worldwide. I could feel it in my bones. I could feel it. All right, so there we go. All done. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.